All right, we're recording. We are a go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are here, getting passed by the GTI. Look at him go, look at him go. Almost get taken out. So we don't have much battery left, and I'm out to a buddy's house, so I figured let's talk about this bad boy on the highway. Definitely talk about it on the highway. We'll get out on the highway for a little bit, see what she's all about. And what's it like to be on a 300cc bike on the his highway? Look at that. You see that with these beautiful Battle Axe S20 Evos? We're getting some lean angle in. And the cool thing about having the narrower tires that it's on the 300cc bikes is that you don't necessarily need to have as much lean angle. So a narrower tire reduces the amount of required lean angle in a turn. Alright, that's your lesson for today. So, had to get up here to speed real quick because there's a giant truck. There's an 18-wheeler as I'm trying to merge. So yeah, we can get up to speed real quick. I mean, we're doing 130, the speed of traffic, definitely not a big issue. We are kind of high in the rev range. If you want to go faster than the speed of traffic, you're generally going to be like, the one gripe I have about this bike is, let's be real, on the highway, you're going to rev the piss out of it. You're definitely going to rev the piss out of it. And especially if you want to be passing and you want to be overtaking people and make sure no one's there, and okay, we're good. So you're going to be revving the piss out of this thing, which, I mean, long term, you don't want to be driving this thing long term on the highway for extended periods of time. But I mean, hey, I've gone on longer drives. I've been on the highway for an hour on this thing, and you can cruise at about 100, 110, and keep it around 7,000 RPM, which is kind of nice. You don't want to be revving it. I mean, these engines, they can take it. But on the highway, that's the one thing I kind of wish about this bike, is that it had a little bit more room on the highway to go. One thing, I'm actually gonna get into the slow lane so I can just kind of cruise and talk to you guys a little bit. So the one thing that I wish this thing had is more go on the highway. Like, there's often times where I'm going and I'm so high in the rev range that I just want, I'm looking for a 7th gear. Like, this thing has 6 gears. It's a 6-speed transmission. I often find myself, when I'm trying to go places and I'm trying to get there quick, I'm not watching the tachometer or the gear indicator, but I'm naturally going for that 7th gear, and then I look down and I realize, oh yeah, I'm in my 6th gear. I don't have any more gears. So, I mean, that being said, you're kind of revving the motor out a little bit when you're trying to get some speed. I haven't tested the top speed. I've gone pretty quick. Yamaha says it's around 200 kilometers an hour. I mean, me being a bigger, heavier guy, I might make it somewhere close to that, and, you know, take significantly longer. But I think, you know, being a smaller motor, the size of the person would kind of have a dramatic impact on. Let's make sure we're going to the right place, even though we're talking to you guys. Not the smartest move, but evasive maneuvers. Is that depending on the size of the rider, how much they weigh, will I think have a drastic impact on, you know, things like the 0 to 60 time, how fast the top speed this thing can go. I mean, if you're not an experienced rider, I don't recommend getting on the highway right away. Nonetheless, start going for top speed runs. But I mean, on the highway, it's confident. It's nice. It's a nice bike on the highway. I mean, let's say, like, you know, I want to pass this guy, you downshift. I mean, yeah, I'm revving the piss. I have full throttle. But I mean, she's there. We're back up in the 6th gear, and we can do what we need to do. We're cruising along again. The highway mileage, it's decent. I mean, yeah, you're revving a lot more when you're on the highway, especially if you want to be doing, like, where I am, it's very common for the speed of traffic to be, you know, 110, 120 kilometers an hour. Lately, I don't know why everyone's been doing 130, 140. It can do that, but it's not happy. And then again, me being a bigger guy, it's even less happy. So, you know, she's grumpy, she's a little bit sluggish on the highway, but it definitely can be done. I don't recommend, if you have like a commute to do and you're doing really long drives on the highway, I don't recommend this bike. If that's the case, I would recommend, say, hey, you know, let's look into a 650cc bike. I haven't taken any of the other 300cc's or 400cc bikes out on the highway, so I don't really know what it's like. But I mean, we can navigate turns, we can go in and about the town. and you know, no problem. I can pass people, I can do what I need to do on the highway. It's more than confident. It's a little bit revved out, like I said. At speed, she's very, you know, stable. I can go around, I can maneuver. It's very, the wind is nice on it. I mean, I have this fairing here, so there's not a lot of wind blowing in your face. Again, I'm a taller person, so someone smaller would be here, they would have even less wind. My head's just kind of, I mean, it's under, I'm still having, this is still blocking a lot of the wind for me, but the front windshield is still blocking a lot of the wind. But I just feel it ever so slightly in the top of my helmet because I'm a taller guy. And I mean, she's a nice little bike. I have no gripes with her on the highway, other than the fact that, you know, I find myself reaching for that 7th gear. I find myself wanting that a little bit more, and having a little bit of extra room. Like if I need to, you know, get out of dodge, so to speak, I need to move, I need to get away from someone. It leaves me wanting more. If you are that person, like I said in my review of this bike, I mean, this bike is made for people that weigh 150 pounds. If you're that person, then hey, you're good. I mean, you're obviously going to be going a lot quicker. You won't be having to rev as much. Well, the revving might not really change, but they'll get up to speed a lot quicker when it comes to overtaking people and being able to maneuver in and around on the highway and do that confidently. You can definitely do that a lot better if you are that 150-pound rider. What up? No shirt life. That's what's up. We don't ride with shirts. Who rides with shirts? Riding with a shirt is so 2019. But yeah, I mean, she's a nice bike you see on the highway. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. If there's anything I missed, throw it in the comments. Shout out to all you guys who watch me, who stay tuned. Every one of you is appreciated. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Like the video if you have anything to say, if there's anything I missed. I mean, hey, I'm all about opening a discussion. I'm all about getting the facts out there, exchanging information, and, you know, making everybody aware of what's going on, what's available, pros and cons, so we can make an educated decision. We're informed individuals, informed riders. We're safe riders. We're educated. We are smart riders. We use our noggins. And, you know, there is something on top of our head, or on top of our neck, rather. It's called the head. And inside that head is not just air. So what up? One love to all you guys. Thanks for watching me, taking the time out. And peace in the Middle East. Peace, love, and prosperity, my fellow earthlings. And there is my corny line for the day. Everything. What up, grandma in the drop top? You know, you guys are like my internet family. As I get rear-ended here, like the hey, Junior.